Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, back doing a best of one Innistrad Midnight Hunt draft. So rare, we got Florian. This is a good card. 3 mana, 3/3 first strike, which is already good. And then you get to, if you've dealt damage to your opponent, look at the top cards of your library and play an exiled card. So it's like, this might just be better than Clear Shot. It is a gold card though. It's pretty committal to red-black at that point. It might still be okay. Clear Shot is incredibly strong removal, but this is a strong rare. And I haven't gotten to play with it yet. We'll see. We'll see if that archetype is something we can pursue. Otherwise, we'll just try and pick what's open here. But otherwise, yeah, Clear Shot, monocolor, incredibly strong removal. There's a good chance that could be the pick over Florian, but I've been really impressed with Florian. This card is very good. Attacking, blocking, getting card advantage. All right, follow-up pick. Strongest card in the pack, thankfully, is probably the Blood Tithe Collector, which would still be very good in our Florian deck as well. It's also Perforator, which is very good at turning on the vampire synergy cards. Forager is also very good, but probably take the Collector. Flies, 3/4 body's good, and ability is relevant. Good uncommon. I like Liberator. I haven't played with or against Krogan Counterpart. I don't think it's that good, but maybe if you have some good static abilities, it could be good. Like, I can think of some good targets for it. Maybe like Scab Wrangler or Siege Zombie, something like that. But yeah, it feels like pretty good opportunity to pick up the Blood Tithe Collector here. Okay, best card in this pack is Contortionist Troupe by quite a bit. Also splashable, though. This set can be a little bit tougher to splash, but Contortionist Troupe is just incredibly strong. There's also a Perforator in here, which fits more with what we're trying to do. But it's so early that I'm a little more willing to take just the strongest card, and I do think it is the Troupe. I like the Siege Zombie and the Perforator and the Ruffian on color with what we already have, but Troupe is so much better than those that I'd rather just take it in case that color's open and we can't make a vampire thing work. Well, Ambusher definitely looking like a card we want if we're going to make these vampires work. So also Stinger in here, which would be good. And Bird Admirer, Diagraph Horde. Also good cards in other colors, or Evolving Wilds to potentially splash. But Ambusher, I mean, is at its best in a black-red aggro deck. So might as well take it and continue to investigate whether that's open or not. So here, I feel like we can take Blade Brand. Strongest card might be Moonrise for the right deck. Otherwise, Silversmith is also very good. But Blade Brand, to me, kind of makes sense as a pick because it lets you attack with little things, especially like the Stinger, where it's really good. But even in 2/2s like this, just lets you do good things sometimes. We're not giving up much. I mean, Revenge of the Drowned is not bad either. But I'll take Blade Brand for now. All right, we can take the Perforator. There's an Outlaw, so there are vampires in here. All three of these get better. Perforator looks good for all these, but I think we'd take the Immolation here and get the cheap removal. See if we wheel the other Perforator. Perforate, I mean, it's not like it's a busted card. It's just good for turning on the vampire effects. But Immolation is very good removal. That's cheap, especially for a hyper aggro deck. So that to me makes sense. Here we'll take the Eaten Alive over Thermo Alchemist, which I also like. Pick 7 Eaten Alive is a pretty good sign too, since it is good removal. So Shady Traveler, Necrosynthesis, Neonate's Rush, Revelation. I like Shady Traveler. I think it's a good card. Menace is also a good way to turn on your vampire abilities. So, and a 4/4 Menace is nothing to scoff at ever. So we'll take it over Neonate's Rush. Another Immolation. Well, I'll take number 2 over the Dread Knight. And the Dread Knight is playable, but Immolation is still just very good removal. So what did I give up for the Contortionist Troupe? I think I gave up a Perforator. It might still be in this pack. We'll see. I don't think it's like a highly desirable card usually. Currently, we only have 4 red cards, and one of them is gold. But the black cards we got are pretty good. 7th pick, Eaten Alive, is nice. Well, as we had hoped, we got the Perforator back, but Forager might actually be the more desirable card. As much as I want as many cheap beaters as I can, I think Forager is actually better than Perforator. Like a Forager into an Ambusher to kill something, it's very good. Perforator is cool too, but I'm going to take Forager, even though it's more expensive, and immediately get a Perforator anyway, so that worked out. I mean, I feel like we're in the right archetype, so that's good. We'll take this. Finally did see Jack-O-Lantern played, and thought it was okay. Played better than I expected it to. I mean, it cantrips itself, so there is that. It's at least a good sideboard card, but this is best of 1, so that is largely irrelevant. Let's take the Raise the Effigy. Playable card for removal. Can deal with certain pesky artifacts. Last pick Raise, not bad. In case we need it. Wow, Briarbridge Tracker is very good, but we're probably looking at... Well, we've got Awakener, Digraph Horde, Vandal, Vitality, Raise the Effigy, on color. Probably the Horde. It's a 5-drop, but you get so much at that cost. I think it's even better than Awakener. Yeah, I definitely think it's better than Awakener. And I think we're going to wheel probably like Stolen Vitality. Maybe the Vandal. Briarbridge Tracker is definitely the strongest card in here. This card is so good, but I feel like we got the second strongest probably in Digraph Horde. Although Cavalier is good too. All right. So, Purifying Dragon, probably the pick. Another 5-drop, but it's an excellent card. Kills any X1, kills X2 zombies. Delver in here, which is like just a fun card to play. Corpse Cobble, which is deceptively very good. And same with Rotten Reunion. Both these cards deceptively good. I like Occultist well and good enough, but we're definitely taking the Dargon. Okay, here. So, might be able to wheel the Perforator again, in which case we maybe want... I do like the Scoundrel. Do we have Vampire Synergies? Ambusher currently, and that's basically it. Bat Whisper is good with the Vampire plan. Because it's a vampire, that also spits out an evasive creature to turn on your other vampire abilities. I'm not a huge Outlaw fan. I'd probably take Perforator over Outlaw. The question is, there's also Awakener. Scoundrel is probably the strongest card, and it turns night and day effects on, good for some red and black removal. Oddly, I think I'd take a non-vampire here, just because the day-bound ability on that is quite good, and I think we're going to wheel... a vampire anyway. So, I might as well just take a strong werewolf here with pretty significant upside. Okay, here I'm going to take the Astronomer over Silverbolt. This effect is actually very good, in case you're getting mana screwed. It's also a 2-mana 2/2. It's also Rotten Reunion and Vandal, both of which are good, but I definitely think the Astronomer is a good card. Choices here on color, we have a Bat Whisperer, we have Rotten Reunion, Immolation. Let's see, we got 10 creatures. I'd probably take another Immolation. It's a 1-mana way to kill something, maybe get in with a creature for damage, and then follow up with some Vampire Synergies. So I like it well and good enough. I think it's a good card. I guess we already have 3. Wow. Well, I'd play him over Raise the Effigy. Good opportunity to pick up an Awakener here, which is a good card in general. Gives us some more cheap stuff to do as well. And good with like Digraph Horde, any other things that give us decayed creatures. It's also just good if your opponent is playing a lot of removal, because they kind of have to kill the Awakener, or if they're trying to kill something else and you have 3 mana up, you just get to sack it and draw a card and get a 4/4. So upside is significant. Ooh, I'll take... Wow, another Digraph Horde though? Jeez. Horde is so good that I kind of want to just take a second one, but that brings us to 4 or 5 drops. That might still be okay. Like I said, Perforator, good. It turns on the Ambusher and stuff, but Horde's upside is just so huge that I think I want it here. Guess we can take a Dread Knight. Well, I'm going to take Evolving Wilds because it 100% makes the deck and fixes our mana, and I think at this point we're probably good on 5 drops. All right, choices here are Vandal, Raise, and Stolen Vitality. We have 12 creatures. Removal, we have 3 Immolation, Eaten Alive. And that's it. Well, Stolen Vitality is good offensively and defensively, but I'm debating taking the Vandal. I think I'm going to go with the Stolen Vitality just because it pushes damage through, but could have gone either way on that. Rotten Reunion versus Occultist here, so this helps. Do we have... this is good with the Awakener. It's good with Blade Brand. I still feel like taking the Reunion, but I'll go with the Occultist. All right, we'll take the Perforator over the second Awakener. I think actually Awakener... there's an argument that Awakener is just a better card in general. You know what? I'm going to take Awakener. Even though Perforator has synergy with like Ambusher, I just think Awakener in general is going to work better. Like, it gives you card advantage usually, and you get a better body than Perforator. I'll take the rare here for some gems. Take a Bat Whisper. It's a nice pickup. I mean, personally, I don't think Perforator is that good, and this is like the best. This is like the best that Perforator can be, and I still don't think it's that good. Hobbling Zombie, on the other hand, I like quite a bit. Old Stick Fingers, not as good as I thought. Corpse Cobble is better than I thought originally, but let's take Hobbling Zombie. It's 2 bodies in 1. It's going to make these Awakeners much better too. So we can take Eaten Alive, almost assuredly going to wield the Perforator, and there's Fangblade Brigand. Another Evolving Wilds too, but I'm going to take the Eaten Alive. Who knows, maybe we'll get the second Evolving Wilds back. Wow, well, Socialite. We have 6 vampires. Or we could take Cathartic Vampire, or Pyre rather. There's another Evolving Wilds. I mean, Socialite is very good. All right, I'm going to take the Socialite over Pyre, even though Pyre is excellent, just for the Vampire Lord effect. Now, granted, I have passed some vampires for other cards, but the ones we have are still very good. Wow, Blood Thief. Blood Thief is... I might have to take that over Play with Fire. This is like the Blood Thief deck. Yeah, wow, that's tough. I'm going to take it over removal here. Another Socialite? Wow. Well, we're taking it over removal because now we just have a ton of vampires, and they're all looking real good. So we take the Stinger. Oh, man, over Ambush. And we have ways to switch to day to night. This is like hard removal in our deck, but I think at this point with 2 Socialites, you get as many vampires as you can possibly get. All right, we'll take the Whisperer. Take another Blade Brand, I guess. Blade Brand, very good with the Stinger. Too many good things. Deck here. 3 Blade Brands probably unnecessary. There's not a chance I play Revelation here, right? No, I don't think so. We've got too many good things going on. I probably don't do the Stolen Vitality. We have to make quite a few more cuts, too. We'll figure it out. Well, Perforator's looking a lot better now. 12 vampires, huh? Wow. Guess we take Siege Zombie. You can edge your opponents out with that. Wow. All the Awakeners. Wow. We've got a lot of goodies in here. And I don't exactly know what to cut yet. So color-wise, it looks like we have more black than red. So we can initially go to 16 there. Wow. So many goodies. We've got 25 creatures, so we can easily just cut 8 creatures and call it a deck. Probably Scoundrel just to cut the curve a little bit, even though I like the card. With double Socialite, it does make sense to run as many vampires as possible. Also Blood Thief and Ambusher. So Cultist, I think, can go. I don't know if we're going to run 3 Awakeners. But they're still good in here with the Stingers and, I don't know, just any sort of removal protection. Could see maybe cutting the Traveler, although I like it. Could still cut 4 more creatures. So I could cut the Awakeners. Bladebrand, like I said, looks a lot better when you got Stingers. And even Menace. Like, double block a Socialite, kill both your creatures, draw a card. That's good value. So, guess we'll cut the Awakeners, even though I like them here. Just to make way for more removal. 2 more cuts and they can be creatures. Well, I could cut the Astronomer. I think it's a good card. But given that we've got such an excellent vampire plan going, I'm a little bit more on board with cutting it. It is very good though, but I probably still cut it. And then it's like Siege Zombie versus Hobbling Zombie. Siege Zombie also very good with Diagraph Horde. I kind of want to keep these 4 or 5 drops, I think. So I can cut 1 more card. I don't want it to be the Hobbling Zombie, not with 2 Eaten Alives. That's really good. Should probably cut a creature. I mean, it could be a vampire, but double Socialite makes that much less appealing. I don't really want to cut removal either, just because we can easily cut a creature. Cutting a Horde doesn't seem great. Cutting a Dragon doesn't seem great. Like, all of our 5 drops, what we top out at looks really good. Maybe I cut a Bat Whisperer. I guess. Man, I mean, a 5/3 Bat Whisperer, though, is so good. And it's just a free way to turn on your Socialites. Like, Bat Whisperers just look really good in here. Maybe I cut the Siege Zombie. It lets you edge out your opponent, but we can give up creatures. We just really don't want to give up removal. I mean, this is an obscenely strong looking deck here. And we're almost dead even. I guess we don't have double black and we do have double red, so actually maybe it makes more sense to run the extra red. Oddly enough. Even though, yeah, it's pretty close. But we have double red and we don't have double. Plus this, I guess, one's more red and this one's more red. So, yeah, extra red makes sense. Okay, well, cool. Cool looking deck. All right, we'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. Good keep here. Stinger looking real good with that Blade Brand. And the Ambusher, I guess, too. Main deck Jack-o'-lantern, huh? I think I actually cast Blade Brand here because I want to draw that 3rd land. Admittedly, it feels like a bit of a waste of a Blade Brand, but considering how much better this hand gets if we're hitting land drops, I like it more. Oh, perfect. They got to kill Socialite right now, or I feel like we're a land away from taking the game over with it. I mean, if you have removal, you have to kill Socialite. No, huh? All right. Well, we're going to get in there, see what they do. Maybe they're just waiting for our turn. Are they really having a hard time deciding what to kill? I feel like it's the... Yeah, like... You gotta snap off the slash there, you crazy? So, we'll play the Ambusher. I mean, that... If they didn't have the removal there, I feel like the game was just over. Stuffed Bear, huh? Well, the beauty of Stuffed Bear is we still can attack with Stinger. We'll do the zombie here, which looks much better with Eaten Alive in hand. All right. Well, I assume they're gonna do something spicy here. Sure. Seen a lot of stuffed bears in the last few drafts. They're gonna burn the accursed. That would make sense. Let's see. Let's just get in with, well, we can get in with both. It's probably worth it. We'll have to immolation a stuffed bear, but I think I'm okay with it. I kind of feel like they have removal for Hobbling Zombie, but maybe I'm wrong. kind of feel like Ambusher kind of already did its job anyway, so this is fine. We don't get to play the Bat Whisperer now, unfortunately, but that's all right. See what they end up exiling. I don't think we interact much with our graveyard. That makes sense. If we had Crawl from the Cellar, that would be correct pick. Maybe they're a Seize the Storm deck? I'm not sure. Abomination, okay. Alright, well, this works out either way. If they kill the zombie, trade the zombie for the Abomination, I'm alright with that. If I get to play a Diregraph Horde, I'm certainly okay with that too. Oh, sure. So now we just play the Horde and I guess get rid of the Jack-o'-lantern and something else. They can use it in response, it doesn't make a difference. So, do I even care enough about the Jack-o'-lantern to get rid of it? I don't think so. Maybe it's better to just get rid of the Moonrager's slashes rather. I can't imagine this helps them that much. They already are fixed. So why don't we just get rid of the best burn they have in case they have Ardent Elementalist? I mean, if they're playing 4-color, I guess I'll regret not getting rid of it, but I doubt it. All right, well, just gonna get in with a Horde and a zombie here. Sure. So we'll make them discard their last card there. Put them in top deck mode. Just a land. Candle Guide's actually a card I've come to like quite a bit. I think we probably just... guess we just get in with the collector, see if they block. It's okay if they do. So now we'll do the Whisperer here. I suppose best use of mana would be to kill the Abomination. But we don't have to just yet. No, I guess not. It probably makes most sense to kill them next turn with Immolation on our Blood Tithe Collector. And then sack a zombie to kill Abomination. Uh-oh. Well, sure glad I kept that Immolation. They don't have any cards left in hand, so it doesn't really matter. Do I want to pay the extra cost? Guess they don't want to deal with it, so we'll go to the next game. Well, it always warms my heart to see Evolving Wilds. make a hand keepable and better. Because now we get to go Socialite into Blood Thief, which is just a nasty turn progression. I think the Blood Thief's gonna, well, I was gonna say presumably pump itself, but I guess we'll see. Well, not removal, so your boy Alex Stephenson is a happy camper. I guess we'll divide it out. Admittedly, my Socialite looks like it should be the biggest target here, but... Oh. Well, Blade Brand's gonna look good. I'm gonna put it on the Blood Thief here. I don't know if that's right, but Socialite having Menace and making all my future vampires better is pretty slick and strong. Like, I still feel like Socialite is the bigger target here, but we'll see. Both dudes are pretty big targets. Let's see. I guess I keep dividing. Because the thing is, Heirloom Mirror, even if they get it out, it is not that good for them here because it's going to be tapped. It's going to be a tapped creature, so it's not going to be good enough. Teferi. Does it steal damage planeswalkers too? No, just creatures. So what's the +1 on this? Oh, you can untap it. That's cool. It goes up to 5 loyalty too. It's pretty good. What else can it do? You get card advantage as well. Well, I kind of want to kill Teferi, but if I attack with everything on Teferi, they won't block it. So it's a little bit of a tough call. I do feel like Teferi probably has to die, especially since they gain life. So for that reason, I think we'll go all in on Teferi here. Not a trade I want to make, but they're kind of... That's interesting. I guess that makes sense because... And it only is it if an opponent lost life this turn, rather. All right, let's get our damage in, I guess. Fairy dies, and then we'll just Blade Brand to see if we get a follow-up, but our opponent didn't take damage, so I don't know how good it's going to be. Regardless, I'll do it. Okay, well, that's a good card to draw, so we'll wait. Getting 5 loyalty for 4 mana is pretty strong. I guess it makes the most sense to do the Socialite. Just because it's got Menace. And it's maybe slightly harder to kill. All right. See you for the next one. Yeah, it's a good hand here. Both colors too, which is nice. Cheap removal. It's like 2 can play at this immolation game, huh? I might just... I was going to say Blade Brand the first creature I see, but... just get the Whisperer down. Phoenix. So it's like if you do... It's a cool card. I think we'll immolation it. And if they try to flip, they can pay the 2 to get it back, but it'll enter tapped. We'll see. They might just try to pass to get it back. Looks like they can still get it back, huh? Oh, I should have done Blade Brand on their guy. Whoops. All right, looks like they're flipping to get back their Phoenix. So it makes me want to wait a little bit longer on the Horde till I can get it back here. Or take care of that Phoenix permanently, I should say. I guess I could have dealt with the... this is okay. This might work out okay, especially if they... Oh, geez. Oh. Alright. Well, it's not the end of the world. I guess now we... Let's see, we're at 7, so we might just do the Blade Brand to get the extra mana. Yeah, or get the extra card draw. That's good. So let's just do the Horde and take care of our threats. Weird that they're splashing Unnatural Moonrise. It's unexpected. This is where exile effects look really good. They're attacking? Wait, what do they have? What in the world? They must have something. Right? Or am I crazy? Because I really want to exile the Phoenix. Yeah, because we're threatening lethal right now, so I would guess they have some sort of removal, in which case we'll just attack and let them use whatever removal spell they have. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. I can rummage here, but then I can't kill the Phoenix. So we're just gonna exile the Phoenix. I don't think we have any other rummage effects that I can think of. So that's going to get burned. Surprised they didn't burn. Oh, well, they drew another removal spell, so I guess it didn't matter. We got outdrawn for the lose here. All right. See you for the next one. Well, this is definitely a keep. Oh, Ludovic, huh? 2-mana, 2/3s tend to be pretty good. Ooh, that was a good draw. Well, we'll do the Socialite. It makes the most sense. Even though it can end up getting killed here, we want to be able to get in with our Menace and start getting some vampire value here. Defenestrate or what? No. All right. Well, that's good news for us. Eaten alive? Oh, okay. That makes more sense. 2 cards left, though. Not the end of the world. They had to invest a lot of resources to do that. So, I guess we attack. Well, that can't block, so I guess that's good. That can block, however. Let's see. Getting beaten down by blue-black with zombie lords, but no zombies out. Oh, now they have a zombie. I guess that makes more sense. So we don't have the mana to do everything I want to do here, unfortunately. Yeah, that's tough. And they don't have any cards left in hand, so at this point, Blood Tithe Collector is largely irrelevant. Yeah, that's tough. Alright, I guess we just play a collector and pass. Not really what I want to do. I don't think I've ever gotten burned this bad by multiple immolations. Just an army of 2/3s. And things I don't want to kill. So they only have an angler in their graveyard right now. It's not that intimidating. Comes at 6/5 too, huh? Guess we immolate it. So I can at least block it with a stinger. I guess they still can pump it again, huh? Maybe not. Just got blue-black beat down, huh? That's too bad. Thought I was the aggro deck. I can't, unfortunately, just keep taking Strangler for the rest of the game here. Alright. Yeah, it looks like GG's to me. Alright, see you for the next one. Alright, looks like a keep to me. A little bit late on the stinger. That's okay. I'm okay with this trade too. Rebirth. Fortunately, Forager's not going to do that much here. I mean, I guess I can rummage the immolation probably. I mean, I don't really want the land either, but immolation's not exactly looking amazing here. Are they going to play an X2? Then make me eat those words. I mean, we do have, what, 5 and 6 drops in here, too. Well, at least Blade Brand looks really good here. So let's get in there. Guess they could have actually gotten us pretty good if they blocked both, but they didn't, so it worked out okay. Oh, there you go. That's good that it didn't trigger, because that would have worked out worse for us. Because we wouldn't have been able to play anything, so. Sereth is good. Oh. That's interesting. So, I guess we immolation the Sereth? Man, this is weird. This is not a play I was expecting to do. And then we attack with... Is it untapped? They just have hexproof. Okay, so we smash with these three. Because if I attack with all four, they can still block, I think. Maybe that didn't make sense. No, I still think it's okay. So, post-combat main phase, we're going to look at top 4 and get a spell to cast. All right. Oh. Let's get the Bat Whisperer then. I guess we can Evolving Wilds here because we can trigger Stinger twice. Three lands. I think they wanted one of those. Well, they got their swamp, I guess. Well, I think we attack with everything here. They can double block. No, I can't even double block Florian, so this is just good for us. I think we'll pump once. Save the other one for free Florian value or whatever. Oh wait, would they have died? Whoopsie. No, they wouldn't have died. They would have gone to 1. So that was right. Just every card in our deck, huh? Let's, because we have 3 mana. Jeez, oddly, it's not actually good for us. I was not anticipating that. Guess we do Blade Brand and draw? Is that really the best I have? Man, how can I look at that many cards and that's the best play? Yeah. We want to do it on their guy in case they have like a bounce or something. Yeah. So we would have 4 vampires with the ambusher. That's pretty good. Okay, we'll see for the next one. Well, this is definitely a hand we want to keep, because Perforator into Blood Thief seems pretty good. Oh, that's nice. Unfortunately, the farmer is gonna do a lot for them here, so guess we just could 2-for-1 ourselves here. Let's see. Oh, geez. Yeah. It's tough. Tough spot. 2-for-1ing yourself for a 2/3 is not ideal. Yeah, it's a tough spot. At the same time, I mean, unfortunately, the 2/3 is like holding back our whole board. So it's like if I don't do it, we're not going to be able to progress. So kind of feel like we just do it. Oh, we didn't want to see that. But this is what I'm talking about with Perforator. Really not that great of a card. We're going to get in. We're going to just lose it to get the Bat Whisperer going. And then we can at least maybe Blood Thief at some point here. But yes, Perforator, really not that good. Unfortunate, but it is the case. It's just not that good. This is the best possible deck for Perforator. Still not that good. But good lesson to be learned there. Can we play everything in our deck now? I think so, but I guess we can play one more land just for... I've only played the card 1,000 times. You can't expect me to remember its name. Voldaren Stinger. So attacking, I mean, it sure seems like they've got something. If they bluff, they're successful. We don't have a lot of room to... clear shot would be my guess. They wanted to eat both of our guys. I'm confused. Ah. That makes more sense. Okay. Well, it's going to make things trickier. I don't think I've ever been happier about my decision to just play 16 lands for the rest of this game. From now on in Arena, you just play 16 lands. I should have known. I feel like, how did I not know this years ago? In real life, you of course play 17 lands, but on Arena, you definitely play 16. This doesn't seem like a race we can win. So overall, I thought our deck was extremely strong, but we got absolutely slaughtered here. This is probably the strongest vampire deck I've had in the format, and I would say I think it had actually the worst result. How weird is that? My best vampire deck performed the worst. Interesting. All right. So we ended up going 3-3. Let's do some pack one, pick ones. Arena's definitely been slower. I don't know if it's my computer just racking up all sorts of heat and internal damage, but it does seem like since Midnight Hunt came out, everything takes longer to load. I don't know why that is. First pick here, honestly, it's probably Triskaidekaphile. This just lets you draw cards, which is absurd. And then sometimes you can win the game with it. Probably not too often you're going to have 13 cards in hand, though. All right, and here, first pick, I would take the, I guess, Collector. It's evasive, has pretty good ability. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.